for the first time and will go to the line.
Well, he takes Adrian Dantley into the low post. There's a mismatch for the East in that situation. They're alert to that, and Bird's fall away gets the shot up over Dantley.
Dantley fouled Larry Bird, who will go to the line. Larry Bird now in the huddle late in the game says, give me the ball. Amazing, in 2 games in 1 week, Portland and Detroit, he took the last shot and won the game.
He's the clutch player of, well, I think this decade. Loved that last shot.
Full side, George.
9-8, the East is leading. Kareem is double teamed, try to get it inside, and here's Michael Jordan. Thomas, pass was a little bit behind him. Good recovery by Isaiah Thomas. Malone, Magic did a good job on it. Julius, he still thinks. Looked like one of his slam dunk moves, and the players on the sideline appreciate it.
I'll tell you, he cleared Sampson out of the way to make that shot.
Here's George Gervin, the Iceman. Gervin, scoring champ for the last 8 years, was the MVP 5 years ago in this game. Thomas smoothly comes back.
He just pushes that ball at you, makes the defense make mistakes.
Magic scoops it in. Talk about end-to-end ball, and here comes Isaiah Thomas with Irving on the wing. Jordan filling the lane. Blocked, and they call the foul.
We're going to see Dr. J coming across the lane, and Sampson trying to make the move, and a nice little arm movement by Dr. J keeps the 7'4" Sampson at bay.
So Michael Jordan is on the line. You know, he said one of the things that he has experienced this weekend was to learn about the players socially. He says, yesterday I beat Moses Malone in a foul shooting contest, and he took me out for dinner last night. He says, till then, the only thing I knew about him was what I saw on the floor.
He's got his respect already, for crying out loud. You see a guy taking a rookie out for dinner, it usually goes the other way.
Bird gets the ball and the basket. So a bonus for the East Stars, and they're up by 4 here with 7:35 remaining in the first period. Isaiah on Magic, and Sampson setting a screen. Malone, look at him coming out. And George Gervin hits. He's the oldest starting guard in the league at 34, the Iceman. Bird, he's got that drop step.
Well, he's got that good up fake, and then he can fall back and still get enough arc on that shot to score from 20 feet.
Bird is 3 for 3 from the field. And he commits his first personal foul. It's been a hot shooting game so far.
What would you expect, Dick?
Well, sometimes, you know, with a lot of the good defensive players in there. Is Sampson coming in from the weak side is fouled.
What a target swooping in from the opposite side of the court. You can't hardly miss that guy.
We have a timeout, and you've seen a glimpse of the greats. They've got a lot more. We're back at the Hoosier Dome early in the 35th All-Star game. In the Midwest Division, Denver is leading Houston by 2 games at this point, and Ralph Sampson, who's teamed with Olajuwon, has made Houston a loser into a winner.
Well, I'll tell you, the big question at the start of the season was, why would you want to move a 7'4" big man to a power forward? And we saw the answer in that first game of the season that we did down in Dallas. We're looking at Akeem on the bench. He has got all the skills, Sampson, of a small forward, a quick forward, and we may even see him play guard today. A 7'4" big guard.
Someday, well, if we have a 6'9" point guard in Magic Johnson, the day isn't far off, I'm sure, that we'll have a 7'4" point guard. So here is Ralph Sampson on the line. He has the most blocked shots of any non-center in the NBA this year. He scored 42 points against Golden State in their last game before this All-Star affair.
He made the adjustment very, very quickly on defense, which was a surprise to a lot of people. For a 7'4" man to bend his knees and get out there and play out on the court is really remarkable.
He has 6 of the 16 West points, but the East is leading by 2. Loop it in, alley-oop from Isaiah to the doctor. That got the crowd going. Magic Johnson, who already has 5 assists. He had 22 last year, broke his own record, and it's still West possession.
Baseline. Anybody? Hey, you take it out.
How do you stop this? Even 7'4" doesn't happen. Well, we were going to see it, but got lost.
Dantley having a little problem getting it in. Bounce pass. What a pass from Kareem in a crowd. Loses the ball to Michael Jordan. Thomas will pull up at the foul line. That was a good pass by Kareem, even though they didn't get the basket.
I'll tell you, one of the things that's outstanding is how quickly they get the ball into the hands of Isaiah Thomas to start that break.
Against Malone, Abdul-Jabbar feeding inside. Dantley has the shot blocked. Good save by Isaiah, but to the wrong man.
And none of the white jerseys came back to help him out.
Under 6 minutes remaining in the first period. Michael Jordan didn't have the shot, passed it off to Malone, who drew the foul.
Here's that alley-oop to Dr. J from up on top. Look at Sampson gets held up on the block, but allows Dr. J to get the shot. But watch the pick that Bird puts on Sampson. Just a half a count. Too late to get in there and stop Dr. J.
Foul is on Kareem and Moses Malone with one more. 5-point lead for the East, trying to make it 6 in a row. He only makes one. Starters have played all the way in this game. Gervin gets free inside. Good move by Gervin, and he had a lot of white shirts defending him.
Nobody stops him when he's down in that low post unless you're 9 feet tall.
Sampson on the dock now. Bird. And a foul is called. Coming into the ball game is Alex English and Michael Ray Richardson. Good stories for both. Alex English, of course, is the man who started this NBA Ethiopian relationship as Isaiah Thomas goes to the bench. And Michael Ray Richardson is making a tremendous comeback from a drug problem to make the All-Star team. Here's Larry Bird.
Alex English.
You know, he reminds me of somebody finding a block of ice in French Lick, Indiana, chipping away, and out pops a prehistoric basketball player. He's got all the skills of some of those guys I played with yesterday.
Because his name is Bird, you say prehistoric.
Oh, no. He was encased in ice, and Red Auerbach chipped him away, and out came this very intelligent player.
He has 9 points. Isaiah Thomas on the bench, 7 to lead the East. Here's Kareem. Sampson tried to stuff it through. Here's Alex English trying to find some blue shirt and can't do it. So the West has been the dominant team in the early going, 25-20. The East leading, 5:16 to go.
I tell you, the East, in addition to getting that fast break started, playing some pretty decent defense.
We'll see. When I said 7 for 10, what do you expect? I expect good defense, too. Michael Jordan gets his own rebound. Block inside. Good defense, and here is George Gervin to Sampson. Sampson.
He doesn't have to play center to score. 7 feet 4, filling the lane. Third man up. Devastating.
Julius with a whirling dervish move to the basket. So we see the youngster at one end and the 34-year-old veteran at the other. And it's a 5-point game still. The East leading. Magic goes in with a vengeance.
Johnson.
What a strong drive that was.
The doctor coming right back.
Let's go!
Didn't have control, and Kareem is looking down for it. You know, the East is getting back very well defensively. But Gervin beat him to the hoop.
Wow, what a heads-up play by Alex English to pick up the Iceman underneath.
So the lead is cut to 1. Bird, quick shot. Julius serving. 2-time MVP in this game. Didn't win last year, despite the fact that he scored 34 points. Bird is on Alex English now. Foul. Would have counted if it had gone. And Michael Jordan, I think, fouled Gervin. Coming into the ball game, Bernard King, Norm Nixon, and Larry Nance.
Here you're going to see why he's so devastating. The big guy, Ralph Sampson, third man up, fourth man up on the trailer spot. Before anybody can get at him, he can take off from the foul line, and it's 2.
And a timeout with just under 4 minutes remaining. Now with a man who may be the most popular man in the Hoosier Dome today. Let's go to Pat O'Brien.
Thank you, Dick. You know, you talk about the great players in the game like Magic Johnson getting an occasional triple-double. I'm sitting with a man who once averaged a triple-double for an entire season. Of course, the hometown favorite here, Oscar Robertson. And Oscar, thanks for joining us. You're the honorary East captain here. How has the All-Star game changed over the years?
I think when you see people who come out to events like this where you're getting bigger and bigger crowds each year,